Flashbulbs were flashing outside the Connaught Hotel in London, where Jamie Dornan made his first appearance since the latest row between his wife Amelia Warner and former co-star Dakota Johnson. His eyes were sad but calm. No longer the image of the charming and cold Christian Grey, but a real man facing a fragile rift in his personal life. The incident began just a few days ago, when behind-the-scenes footage of a photo shoot for the famous fashion brand Dior was leaked. In the clip, Dakota Johnson was said to have acted too intimately with Jamie. A light touch on the shoulder, a lingering gaze, an indistinct whisper. What made things worse was the disapproval on the face of Amelia Warner, who was also backstage that day as a composer for the commercial. On social media, the online community was divided into two camps. One side supported Amelia and called Dakota's actions insensitive and crossing the line. The other side affirmed that this was just a misunderstanding and that Dakota had always been friendly with Jamie like old friends. A series of press headlines continuously exploited the incident. Amelia Warner left in the middle of filming, Dakota Johnson coldly faced criticism, Jamie Dornan is mysteriously silent. But that silence did not last long. On Sunday morning, Jamie Dornan unexpectedly shared a long post on his personal Instagram page with a black and white photo of himself standing between two half-closed doors. Below was a simple caption, "Between two worlds." The post touched fans. "I never thought I would have to explain anything to the people I love. But the past few days have been beyond my control. And the worst part is that I feel trapped between two worlds. One is my home, the other is a friendship I have cherished for almost a decade. Amelia has been with me through the toughest times. She has seen me go from an unknown actor to a public figure. She has sacrificed so much for this family. I owe her my peace. Dakota, she is the best co-star I have ever had." What we shared in 50 Shades was more than just a scene. It was trust, respect, and companionship on a high-pressure project. I understand why the public is curious, but there is nothing more between us than pure friendship. Jamie wrote that his silence made things worse. He admitted that he hesitated because he didn't want to hurt anyone, especially Amelia, who felt left out of the special circle Jamie and Dakota shared. "I don't blame Amelia for feeling uncomfortable. She has every right to feel that way. But I also can't suddenly treat Dakota like a stranger because of a misunderstanding. I just wish we, three adults, could sit down and talk as friends." The post ended with a public apology. "I'm sorry for letting things get this far. I love my family. I also value the friendships I've built with trust. I didn't choose sides, because no one should have to choose. I chose the truth, and the truth is, I want both worlds to exist side by side without hurting anyone." The public response to the post was broadly divided. Many people expressed their support, calling Jamie a brave man who dared to face his true feelings. Others said that he should prioritize his wife and cut off Dakota completely to avoid similar trouble. And of course, there were also criticisms that his post was indecisive and too idealistic. Meanwhile, Dakota Johnson has not made any official statement. However, a source close to the magazine revealed to Harper's Bazaar that Dakota was very upset about being misunderstood, and had no intention of interfering in Jamie's marriage. As for Amelia Warner, she has remained silent and has not appeared at any events since the incident. A week later, the media discovered that Jamie and Amelia with their children appeared at a resort in Spain. They walked along the beach, hand in hand, not hiding anything. Those photos spread all over social media as a signal that the Dornan family is trying to overcome the storm. And Jamie Dornan? He is still calm, still quiet, and still standing between two worlds, where on one side is the love he builds every day, and on the other side is a part of the past that he cannot, and does not want to, deny.